Well, good Easter morning. We had one heck of a thunderstorm last night, and everything really seems fresh and perky today. Look how beautiful the Japanese maple looks. But it's supposed to get very windy later this afternoon, which is apparently going to bring in a cold front with temperatures around freezing. So I am out enjoying it now and thought you might want to take a little stroll with me too. While things are still happy and perky. I love the columbine. It's just starting to come out. And yes, I've been playing with my topiaries. We won't be dining outside, so they pretty much are consuming the outdoor dining table. Normally I have Easter at my house, but for obvious reasons this year, that's not going to happen. I think I'll make some kind of egg casserole for Hubs and I a little bit later. No big fancy table decor this year for me. But that's okay. It's just a different kind of year. I'm sorry that you can't hear the church bells that I heard just a little while ago. That was a comforting sound and very Eastery. All of the geraniums are starting to come out, and you'll notice that that rain last night was really hard. All of the flowers on the viburnum are drooping. The sunshine is really nice. It really opened up that Chinese snowball viburnum in the back. This area right here, I'm especially pleased with. I'm calling it my color block garden this year. I'll tell you more about that later. You can see here that Hubs has his exercise pad out because he has been exercising in the backyard. Because why not? I know sometimes you guys think that when we do these tours we go a little bit too fast, so I promise you that my photographer and I are going to do another video that will be very slow and that I will really point out details, because I know that's the whole point of these tours, is to give you some ideas and to inspire you to bring different concepts, different plantings, different combinations back to your own garden, because that's what it's all about. It's about your garden. And if in any way things that I do translate into your own landscape, that thrills me. So this beautiful budded out white plant right now is Deutzia. And all of these buds will turn into just sweet, sweet little white flowers. And pretty soon this whole thing will just be rambunctious in those innocent white blooms. And behind it, I love the way the underside of the oak leaf hydrangea leaves kind of are a whitish counterpoint to the Deutzia. Really, really pretty. Here is my Cornus topiary in all its lime green smoke tree. At the base of this, I planted lots of nasturtium and little lettuces because I'm trying to squeeze in greens wherever I can. My friend Jenny down the street said that she would kill for some really fresh greens right now, so my lettuce needs to kind of hurry up. The Weigela, the gold Weigela, is putting on heavy buds, and the viburnum is just, I mean, there just aren't enough superlatives to talk about the viburnum. And even now, when it's kind of on the downhill side, especially after this rain, the flowers will begin to brown. You can see what they will do, and all of the petals begin to drop. but even that's pretty. And right now the ajuga is just in full bloom, and if we take a peek under here, we can see those Brex bulbs that I planted last year, and there's some Spanish bluebells. There are a few tulips still hanging on. There's some dianthus. It's starting to get a little bit crowded back there, and the overhang of the viburnum makes it a little bit difficult to see. And I love the way that Miss Lemonabilia looks in the foreground. I'm developing a real fondness for rotting baskets. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'll talk about that a little bit more later. And you can see the Climbing Old Blush is doing its thing. I actually had some wires attached to the facade of the studio so that it can climb on the wall itself. You can see the lattice work that I had put on the studio, the rooftop, a while back so it could climb on the roof, but that's just getting to be a little bit too extreme now to climb on the roof to attach my roses. So I'm going to be a little bit more conservative in how I let it grow, not so much on the roof anymore. And then the potager is all really beautifully pruned. There are some spots that opened up from the heavy rain.